Hello, everyone. I hope you are doing well. We get to start today with a BenceJoful hybrid. We've done a lot of these BenceJoful hybrids on the stream, which is good because they're delightful. So at least as far as all the ones I've done, I don't know if Bence has posted others recently. I don't think so. I think I would have seen them. But Bence usually does a hybrid of Star Battle and another pencil puzzle genre, which is fun. So this is a Star Battle double back puzzle. Hey, everyone. Hey, J40. Great to see you. Isabella Sita. Thomas, Emma. So what we need to do here is we need to put 2 stars in every row, column, and region. And we need to arrange it so that no 2 of the stars touch each other even diagonally. So this is like I saw recently Ranks has been doing some sort of Netflix puzzle game whose name I forget. But the next Netflix puzzle game is just Star Battle. So if you've been doing the Netflix puzzle games or watching Ranks do the Netflix puzzle games, it's that. But also, we need to draw a loop that passes through every region exactly twice. So that's the double back rule. That is I'm almost sure, an Eric Fox rule set. It is one of my favorite little puzzle rule sets. We have I set a double back Philomeno puzzle at some point. It is a very cool thing. I really liked that puzzle too. I forget. Anyway, the loop needs to pass through not every cell, every non-star cell. The star cells get blocked off. So I see that AFK knows that we need to block off this, and I'll do one better and say that we have to block off. Oh, maybe not quite. Sorry, I was going to say we can't do like that, but we could, I think, do that. I think that's okay. I don't know. Maybe this is not the color. Maybe I should have this be green because green means we have to put a loop through it, and the loop is traditionally green. Let's see. Oh yeah, not only would that break the loop, it also makes 2 stars touching diagonally. So yeah, it would have to be across from there. Okay, so yeah, so we have a sort of traditional Yaslin deduction here, which is that I can't make this a star, because if I do, I can't put loop there. So like all of these cells that are 1 away from the corner, that's like usually like the first step of a Yaslin is to green all of those. Let's see. So let's see. Edens versus row 3, column 2. If this was a star, it would put stars in those 2 places, which is a problem. Yeah, okay, so this is Eden's point. So if this is a star, it would make these 2 stars, which for the star battle is fine, but it creates a dead end for the purposes of the loop. Because it's a star battle, so the stars can't touch. So if this was a star, that would have to also be a star, is the reason why AFK. Let's see. I think I can prove that this can't be a star. It's a little bit weird of a deduction, but if this is a star, AFK is still uncertain about this. So if, let's say, this cell is a star, let's just make it yellow to mark that it's a star. Now this is either a star, which it can't be, or it's a dead end for the loop. Because this is not, maybe what AFK is missing is that this is not a pure star battle. This is a star battle / double back. But anyway, the point I was making about this cell, I think, is relevant, because if this is a star, then we have to go by here. That's one of our visits, and our other visit is going to have to visit these cells. It's going to have to visit 2 of these 3, and the point is that if we do that, then we can't actually sort of deal that, because we've got to get 3. We've got to basically get out of this region 3 times is the problem, and we only have 2 ways to get out. So I'm trying to think of a more elegant way to phrase this, because I think it will make it more clear where it applies other places. Okay, so here it's much clearer. Oh, someone said the rule's wrong. The double back has to actually visit it says none empty cells though. But then it says I see. Okay, yeah. So AFK reads the rules. Triss just told me what the rules were beforehand, and Triss might have lied a little bit. Okay, so although honestly, I think the Triss rules are more interesting. But we so yeah, the first sentence pretty clearly contradicts the second sentence, but I assume that they actually mean this. This still isn't a star. But if it passes through every cell, this is not a star, but the loop certainly visits every corner, I suppose. Okay, I had a cool deduction I was happy with, that this couldn't be a star in the old version of the rules. But it turns out that we're now doing a new version of the rules. Oh, the empty was based on the... I feel like all the double backs I've done have not had blacked out cells, but it's fair. Are we going to need to like checkerboard color this grid? Because I feel like there might be deductions with this. Okay, so yeah, so this region, we can do what I was sort of like thinking about, which is that all of these cells, they all are forced to leave the region, and therefore we can't leave the region anywhere else. And so that actually completely forces that. Okay, and so now this needs to connect here, because if it doesn't, then we've already created a mini loop. Oh, not necessarily. Sorry. We have not already created a mini loop. But do the four LMD stars touch one another? That is really the question. And it does the loop visit them. Okay, so yeah, so now this is a corner. And this is a corner. Oh, this is a corner. Agree. Oh, and there's a corner over here. Hey, Paulfly, how are you doing? This connection would force the mini loop, so we're not doing that. So this comes down. Also, funnily enough, this piece here, the orange piece is forced to connect either, because this either connects down, in which case it connects to the orange piece, or connects up, in which case that connects to the orange piece. Oh, but this isn't a country road. I was gonna say, so this always connects into here, and I was gonna draw some X's, but that's not quite how anything works. Oh yeah, these aren't stars. I agree with that, because of the places where we know we've got those. Oh yeah, it does. Yeah. If this connects here, it forces this to connect here and this to connect there, and then it does form a mini loop. So weirdly, my deduction. So yeah, if I'd have tried to phrase my deduction correctly, it would have worked. Which is that I could have phrased it in terms of loop pieces connecting, because this can't all be one loop piece. But anyway, that doesn't go there, so this comes down. And now these can't connect, because if these connect, then there's only one visit to this region, because these two definitely connect. We just don't know how. So that has to come down there. Okay, so now one of these two is a star. So therefore, these are not stars. because of the touching diagonally. So now one of these three is a star, so that one at least isn't a star. Right. We're only getting one exit from this region up here from either there or there. One of those two exits the region, but not both, because that would create a mini loop. So I need three more exits. So in particular, this one is an exit. Very good spotting to David there. And ergo, this now is a corner, so it goes up. And now this has to go there. This is now a corner. Oh, why wasn't row 4, column 2 an exit up? Oh, maybe it could go up. Okay. Oh, so we now in this region we've got three of the ins and outs. So this can't come down because we so we can just say if this comes down, we've got all the entrances and exits, and so this would connect over here. So it doesn't. Yeah, that is not bad. Okay. So that comes up that way. Hey, J Dyer, how are you? Okay, and so now this is now a corner. So now that connects up, which makes that connect over there. This is now a corner up here. Right. This cell, this is Paul Fly's point. This cell doesn't have a star yet, so it can't leave. And we're certainly not making a mini loop. So we come down here like that. We're still not making a mini loop. So we come down here like that. We're still not making a mini loop. Oh, sorry. That was one too far over there. So that one comes down here. This one could now leave. Sorry. Yeah, this one is a 2 out of 3 rule because it can't go up and down, so it always connects that direction. Agree. The shading is places a star can't be for historical reasons that relate to us not reading the rules to the puzzle correctly. For a generous version of us. Oh, right. Okay, yes. This can't now leave because if this leaves, then these two connect and the loop is done. That's a very good spot to Paul Fly. So this always goes up at the very least. Ah, okay, good spot to defeat. Just a straight up star battle point. Uh, we need to fit 3 stars in these regions, and all 3 of them, or sorry, in these columns, we need to fit 6 stars, and there's only 3 regions to put them in, so I can't put any stars over here. Uh, how sure am I about? I don't think I'm sure about anything. Uh, oh, sorry, it doesn't say how sure are you. It says how are you getting into and out of the 3x3 region twice. I see. Uh, So like yeah, this is a 2 out of 3 point. I can't do this because if I do that now I've made a mini loop. So I'm always going there by the 2 out of 3 business. Uh, oh yeah, I need 4 exits from this. One of them is here. One of them is here. Yeah, we can just count the 4 exits, right? Uh, one of them is from here. That's the only one I don't know. The other 4 exits have to be those, right? Uh, just by the fact that every region needs 4 exits. And so this goes up here. No, I did it wrong. How else could I possibly do it? Oh, right. This one can double exit. I see. Right. You can exit twice in exactly this cell. So we have 5 possible exits. Uh, and the uh, and we need to use 4 of them, right? So this one could be a double exit. Uh, I see. If I had oh the 2 out of 3 logic. This logic was sound. Uh, uh, hey, Aaron, how are you doing? Hey, Yosef. I'm doing pretty well actually. It's been a great Sunday so far. Uh, yeah. So the point is somewhat bizarrely, uh, this connects up or down, and regardless of whether this connects up or down, it forces all of these to be part of one loop segment. Uh, we got the Wordle in 3 today. Spoiler: we did not get the Wordle in 3 today. Uh, uh, so that does get us a star. And we know who is the star around here. Our precious Zach. Thank you, Zach. Thank you. Okay, so we get Sir Zachary Starrington, indeed. Uh, Being told the star does stuff. Right. Okay, yeah, because every visit needs a star, right. So this cell needs to go that way. And these can't connect for multiple reasons now, actually. Uh uh let's see. This going up creates a dead end. I don't see it immediately. Uh, uh, row 4, column 10 does not have both left and down segments. Do we know this isn't a star? Or is the point that it would be impossible to visit that every cell in that 3x3 by some sort of checkerboarding argument? I think the argument is it would be impossible to oh, I see. DWeb is not seeing it by some sort of gross loop parity argument, but the gross loop parity argument does work. I think that I can't visit all three of, or I can't visit exactly this 9x9 with one loop segment because basically these two are the same color in the checkerboard, and therefore wait, no, that sorry, no. The you actually can, yeah, sorry, you can. Sorry, it's not even I just sketched it for you. So yeah, so the loop parity doesn't work. Yeah, sorry. I was like, these two are the same color, and then my brain was like, wait a minute, no, this is not right. We do know one of these is a star. I see. Okay, yeah. I see the argument now. So the argument is, if I were to do this, now I have to decide what to do with this, and whether this goes down or up or left. In all cases, this cell ends up being a star, but so does this cell. Because it can't connect anywhere else. So therefore, this always connects up. I was debating whether I was going to use it or not. Yeah, this is always a star is a good point. That's a much nicer argument, actually, that Paul Fly has. This is always a star because it always connects out of the region. And it possibly connects to this and possibly doesn't. But regardless of whether it does, we know it doesn't connect to another place that isn't already green. So in fact, that's green. All of these are green. All of these are green. That is quite smart. I used the fact that I knew that one of these two was green to green the rest of this row. And so now column 4, we now know both of the places are here, so those are green. People are saying we could do a lot in this region now. I'm not sure I agree. But I definitely agree we can do a lot in this region. Because you can pit at most 1 star in a 2x2, so that's always a star. So these aren't stars. I agree with that. Okay, and so these can't join because if they did, I would only have 1 visit, or I wouldn't have a star per visit. So that comes down like that, we know. These still can't join because we would only have 1 star per visit. So that forces this. It doesn't actually force. Oh, it forces this, though. It forces that comes down like that, which I guess forces this to come down like that. This comes left. It makes a mini loop. It absolutely does. Yeah. If this comes left, I end up stuck in this. Basically, the point is I've already entered and exited this region once, so that entrance and exit is already taken care of. So if this enters here, it just comes back out here. You can see that by loop stuff, but you can also see it without loop stuff if you want to see it by double back stuff instead. So now that goes there, and now this goes here. I think all of that was valid. Oh, now if this goes left, we just destroy the world, right? Sorry, this just goes down, I guess, is the easier statement. This has to go down because it can't make a mini loop. Hilbert curve cameo, indeed. This segment always connects down, because if this segment doesn't connect down, it's not getting a yellow, because it can't possibly connect to that one. Likewise, this segment... sorry, no, never mind. Sorry, this could be a star. No, it can't. I guess the point is this segment always needs to connect to every other cell in the region. Because if this segment either leaves the region or connects to this, and then this is a 1-cell visit. So the only other loop piece visits every other cell in the region, so we get that, which is what DWeb has been trying to get me to get for an hour. Yeah, the AFK's point is that if you've got a T in a region like this, it certainly contains two flavors of loop, regardless. So, like, both loops connect to this T, or both of the visits in here connect to the T. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 stars here in these two columns, so these are both green as a good point. This is just a corridor now, J40 spots. So we get that, which forces that there. This is now a corner. And now we can use AFK's point to say this doesn't connect like this. Because if this connected like this, then this T would need to have two loop segments, but it couldn't because it definitely doesn't have that one. Oh, I guess alternatively, I could just say that's a corner and that's a corner. That's probably a better way to do it, but it doesn't use AFK's point, which doesn't feel as nice. We'll use AFK's point instead. Let's see. Oh, did I? It's this. This cell's a corner. Yeah, I really want to build a puzzle with this rule set, except the version of the rule set that we had at the start, rather than the version of the rule set that is this one. I think that would be fun. If I had more time today, I would just do it after this puzzle, but I don't have time today to do a whole shebang. Right. These definitely connect because this visit can't be a one cell visit. Very good. And this cell here either comes here and leaves, or comes here. Basically, there's two loop segment to use AFK's argument. These aren't both the same visit. So these are two different visits. And so therefore I cannot have this not visit either of those cells. And so in particular, the only one of those cells this one can connect to is that one. So we actually get to go all the way up here. I think that is a good use of the AFK principle. This can't connect up and down because if it connected up and down, I'd only get one visit to this. So it always connects that way by the 2 out of 3 principle. I mean, it's a T if you keep in mind that there's an X here, is what I was basically using. Sorry, an X there. What? Oh, yeah, you're totally right. Sorry, that cell would be a second visit. Never mind. Sorry, you're right. Uh, this is cornery. You're right. Oh, and this is corridory, isn't it? Uh, this is a corner now. Right. We never actually noted this. Todd points out one of these two is a star, so these two definitely aren't. Uh, we can get Ellen DeGeneres to play them. It'll all work out. I'm sure she'll come back from retirement to be part of a logic puzzle. Uh, right. There needs to be a star in these two. I agree. Because we need a second star in here somewhere, in this region somewhere. And it's not going there, so it's in one of these two. And so that at least greens that cell. Right. And this is also green, right? Yep. Agree. Yep. If this goes only up, then I don't get a second star in this region. Good point from AFK. The 2 out of 3 rule strikes again. Oh, hey, Bence, how are you doing? Have you been studying much recently? I don't think I check LMD pencil puzzles every now and then, and I don't think I've seen anything new from you in a bit, but I could be wrong. Don't ask me for hints. No shot I remember. That's totally fair. I am sure this puzzle is from some time ago. Let's see. What date was this posted? Let's find out. Been dormant. That makes you sound like some sort of malicious evil force. Uh, April 2023 is the answer to when this was published. See, this needs to go down because if this cuts across, what horrible thing happens? Oh yeah, what happens is that I don't even have to do it by the 2 out of 3. I can just say this needs a star, and it doesn't have one yet. Hibernating bear sounds less malicious. Bears are famous for their hugs, I hear. Mean that row 5 column 6 7 needs a star. Yes, it does. That's very smart, Emma. One of these two is a star, and whichever one it is, it says that there's no star in the corresponding one here. So the point is the two stars in row 5 aren't here and here. This is the 2 out of 3 rule in a none-loop fashion. They aren't here and here, so one of them's over here, so these are green. And since it's there and there, that one's green as well. Very nice. Row 8, column 8 is green because it always sees a star above. Right. One of these 3 is a star, and because of that star there, even if it's that one, these still aren't stars. Oh, right. Sorry, not that one. Only that one. Right. Sorry. This one can be if that one is. Sorry. I definitely got overexcited. I don't think I know that one of these 2 is a star, do I? I do know one of these 3 is a star. Is kind of interesting. I can do a weird 2 out of 3 thing here. I can't do this. Because if I do this, I force this up, and now I've connected the whole region into 1 visit instead of 2. So this always connects left. I can't imagine that will help at all, but Star Battle puzzles always have a bit of a miraculous feel to them, especially if you ever actually try to set them, because setting them is a nightmare. Perhaps Bence doesn't think so, but I presume they do. Uh, uh, I'm told there is a vertical line here because if there isn't, it creates a mini loop. Right. Yeah. If there isn't one, then this cell connects there. That's a visit, and then that's all of our exits. Uh, Basically, this is just exit counting, I think. Uh, no, it's more complicated than exit counting, I think. But in any event, I agree with the point. I was just trying to find out a different way to say it, but I've given up. Uh, let's see. I'm told we get a little loop if we connect these 2. Yeah, okay. This segment is definitely getting its star either here or in one of these two cells, uh, because I can't do that. So I think that means that this is always green, is what Paul Fly is saying. This is an interesting swath of green here. Yeah, now it can't go left. Yeah, got to go somewhere. Uh, okay, yes. Very good point from Eden Zer. Uh, we can't make the 2 stars appear in these cells that need to appear without putting one in row 1, because you can only put 1 star in a 2x2. And therefore, since there's a star in one of these, and that's already a star, that actually greens the rest of row 1. Thank you to Eden Zer there. Okay, and so that places this star over here in this region. I think we can sort of make some sort of articulation about how, maybe not quite. Actually, maybe these can connect. I was going to try and argue this can't connect because it would create some sort of problem over here, but I don't think it actually works. One of these two is definitely a star. I just don't know which one. Oh, let's see. By 2x2s here in 5 and 6. Let's see. At most 1, 2, 3, 4 stars. Okay, so what I think Jay's point forces is that one of these two is a star. 1, 2. No, it just forces that this is a star. Because you get at most, yeah, the top only has 1 star here by the region. So yeah, so you can do 1, 2, 3. That one has to be a star. I keep looking at that, David, but aren't there multiple options? Because it could connect to a green star and then that connects to another one. Uh, Ah, right. Column 3 needs a star in one of these three cells. So therefore that one is green. This is either a star or it connects down. Those are the two options, but I don't think I can quite get anything out of that fact. Uh, I don't quite see why this has to be green yet. Uh, is there any universe where these are both stars, or does that break? Uh, why do we need a star in one of these? If we need a star in one of those, then that just has to be a star, right? Right. This always goes left. This cell always goes left. Yeah, I believe that. Because if this cell doesn't go left, then it can't get to white. I agree with that. Let's see. Within these two rows, we know there's a star here, a star here, a star here, and a star here. Right. If this doesn't go down, then it's not getting a white. I agree with that. It's just this cell could go in a couple different directions. Yeah, I kept looking at this cell, and I have tried 8 million times to look at this cell and concluded I don't know what it does. But yes, the people are completely correct that yes, we could make meaningful deductions about these two cells that are sort of adjacent to that. I do think Edenzer saw something about there having to be a star in one of these, but I don't quite see it. Uh, yes, if this goes up and down, it's absolutely creating a mini loop in a sort of weird way, but it's true. I agree with Jay. Are we sure that these aren't both stars, Luna? I don't think I'm sure that these aren't both stars. Ah, right. Right. This loop segment can never get over here without isolating this, is the point. So one of these really is a star for that segment, so that's never a star. Yes, got it? The second this goes up, that's a star. Actually, just one of these two is always a star, right? If this goes, oh no, crap! It has. We have this. No, that option's not actually an option. Uh, this either goes up, which forces it to be a star, goes left, which forces it to be a star, or goes down. But now, the problem is now this has to leave. It can't also go down without stranding this cell. So one of these two is always a star, so that's not a star. I feel like there's probably a smarter way to say that thing I just said. Uh, oh, right. And now, because of that green and the fact that we know that one of these two is a star, this is green. If you want to see Zeta fighting very hard to avoid doing a long look ahead, you can see my Artisan of Glimeth videos where there's a lot of times where I see something and then I'm just like, but I refuse. I am going to come up with a smarter way to say this. And I succeed some percentage of the time, we'll say. Uh, okay. It feels like we're close. What else can we say? Feels like we ought to be able to say something. I can't quite make it heads or tails of this region over here. I'm curious, Spence, do you use any computer programming when you're setting these to like check and verify that things are unique slash have solutions, or you do just sort of go for it and hope? Uh, oh, definitely. Okay. Uh, it's like I have no idea how you'd make these otherwise, but I also don't. I'm not aware of any software that would do that, so I'm guessing it's bespoke software. This can't go right, or it breaks the row 6, column 3 region. Uh, uh, yeah, the wasting time on impossible setups is a big part of why I don't mess with Star Battle very often, because I know how easy it is to have a Star Battle that's actually broken the whole time. Uh, uh, so if we connect, so the thing Diob is saying is if we connect this, uh, it was left that David said didn't, or sorry, that Dweb said didn't work, right? Uh, yeah, the this forces that and that, which forces that and that, and forces that. And now the problem is something. Oh, the problem is I haven't gotten to the problem yet. Let's see. So that continues there. Row 6, column 4. And now this goes like this. I see. Okay, there's a. I was like, how many more lines are we seeing before this breaks? uh, yeah, I think line segment coloring is very helpful in double back puzzles. Like the Puzzlink will do it for you automatically, which is very nice. Uh, I am happy to entertain coloring ideas. Uh, it sure felt like it. It was probably what happened based on how far it went. Uh, yeah, we can circle color the ends of the loops. That's probably a good idea. So like these are both red. This long segment over here will make these both blue. Make these both orange. Make these both yellow. Oh, I see. So you're saying you would like me to say that can make this segment red, and we know the way that this one exits is that it exits through here, right? There's no way for it to not exit through here, is I think what we know. Yeah, this always ends up leaving. I agree, this always ends up leaving through here. And always ends up leaving through here. I agree. I don't know how it works in this one. We've agreed it could exit either. We'd have agreed this could be the same color or a different color, because I tried to argue otherwise last time. Vertical connection in column 10 makes a mini loop. Oh Lord, you're totally right. It's not particularly mini, but the point is now, if you just chase the red, basically this is just the end coloring that Emma was doing, but done slightly differently. But the point is, you need to sort of chase this and see that all the red is sort of chasing around. And now the point is, this segment is forced to connect back to these reds before it's connected to this stuff in the middle. So I agree this can't be red. And therefore this isn't vertical, and so therefore we get that. Yes, we get a mega mini loop. The point is that this end always connects into here, which always ends up connecting back to here, is ultimately the point of that. And so you don't really have to think about it in terms of like exactly what does the loop look like. You just have to think about it in terms of, have I visited everything before I get back where I started? And the answer is no, I think is the point. It's a kind of deduction that's a lot cleaner in something like Country Road, where you only get one visit, and so you can say like, ah, yes, this works out, but since it's a double visit thing, that makes it a little bit trickier to say elegantly. Uh, Uh-oh, we have a proposed problem. Uh, and row 7, column 4, connect right. Oh, I think you're right. Uh, yeah, I think you're right. I think this actually might work. Uh, okay, well, it was a good thing to pursue. It almost worked. Okay, if this goes left, uh, it forces 3 visits in the bottom left region. Yes, it does. Right. Because if I connect this across, this is certainly 1 visit up here. But now I've got 3 loop ends in here, which means I've got too many loop ends because those loop ends all have to find a friend. Uh, uh, so yeah, so this can't connect there without stranding 3 loop ends in that area, which is bad because it would imply more visits. So that means it goes down, which means that this goes up, which means that this is just a star, right? And of course, those aren't stars. This is a corner star. Wait, don't we now know there's 1 star here, 1, 2. So one of these 2 is a star, right? Just by column counting. So these aren't stars. Uh, uh, right, this is a corner. One of these 2 is a star, and they both, in their own weird way, see this one as D Webb's point. I agree with that. So we've got a star in one of these and a star in one of these. And now I definitely agree we can't make this vertical because now we will definitely create a mini loop. In fact, I could just do it here rather than the other way and just say this can't create a mini loop, so that comes over there. Okay. Row 10, column 9 and 10 are not stars. I don't think I see that. There's already 2 stars in row 10. Okay, and so one of these 2 is a star. So in particular, this isn't a star because it would force both. I mean, this would just break the stars in this region, actually. But I'm expanding on Luna's point here. Now that just is a star because if it isn't, then I need to put 2 stars down here, and I can't do that anymore. So that's a star, which gets me the rest of this row and the rest of this row. So thank you, Luna. That was huge. This is now a star. Over there. Was it not? Oh, if this is a star, that could still be a star. Oh, no. You're right. But Luna's point does still work, that at least one of these is a star, because otherwise those are both stars. And so there's always a star in here, there's a star in here, and so there's no star over here. And there's always one star in these two. Row 6 and 7, we've got 1 star, 2 stars, 3 stars, so that has to be a star. Agree. Several people in chat were talking about that while I was looking at the other thing. The second star in column 9 is one of these two, so that's never a star, which actually just places the stars in row 7. So that's not a star, that's not a star. So one of these is a star. Oh, row 5 only has one place for a star, so that's a star. So that's not. So that's a star by row 4 stars. Oh, I didn't green around this star, apparently. Or this star. One of these two is a star, so that one isn't. These can't connect because it would put 2 stars on the same segment. So we get that. This region already has 2 stars. Column 8 is short a star, has been called. So this is the last star for this row. This is the last star for this column. Oh, this is a corner now. This is now a star by counting stars in these two. I guess just by counting stars in row 9, I should say. This is just a corner. Goes down. This can't come down here. Oh, I guess I should just say this is a corridor. So we have that. We can green around here, which gives us a star over here. Greens those, gives me a star here. Greens that. This is a star by the row. That's both the stars in this box. So that's a star. Let's see, we've got no star there, so this is a star. Let's see. This needs to leave, because if this connects down, I've got 2 stars on that visit. So now this is a corner, and now this is a corner, and now I think we're done. Woohoo! I think that one was like once the star battle is done, the rest of things resolved. That was a very neat puzzle. Definitely very brain burny on that one, but very nice all around, and a very satisfying loop to get through. I do want to try at some point setting the version of the rules that we misread at first, which was it visits every cell except the stars, because originally we read the double back rule, which says that it doesn't visit visits all empty cells, and thought, so it doesn't visit stars, which also had some cool deductions, but it would, of course, be a completely different puzzle if that were the case. Thank you for the GG, Josh. Yeah, the fact that you made this puzzle with no clues other than the regions is nuts. That this solves and is unique in all of this. Like, uh, uh, one would definitely have to be very careful about making sure that one had the right dimensions that it was possible. Since if you had like an odd by odd grid or something, you might end up in trouble. Alrighty, I am going to be right back with another puzzle. So hopefully everyone's doing well. I'll be back in a moment. Hello, welcome back, everyone. We have a 99% sneaky potpourri puzzle. Took me a bit to find because I knew it was there, but then for some reason this one didn't have a screenshot in the bucket, which was slightly confusing. Okay, so we have, I believe, all standard rules, although my usual is to just assume that's the case and then be wrong when I poorly read the thing, but I think this is all correct. So we get our usual arrow sums to at least 6. There's a 1 in the 8 cage, and it goes from digits that are at most 5. These digits are at most 6. Let's see, that's a 6, 7, 8, 9. These are from a 6, 7, 8, 9. I guess we know like the sum of these mod 3 or something. I don't know that I want to do that. This dot can't be 3, 6 because if it's 3, 6, it breaks the renbon below it. So this is from 1, 2, 4, 8. And it being 4, 8 actually doesn't work either, because if it's 4, 8, that also removes all the possibilities for this renbon. So there's a 2 on it for sure. Okay, so we have to make a 15 cage with no 2, which you can see by careful examination must contain... Sorry, no 2, which we can see by examination must contain a 1. Or if you prefer 1, 2, would make these be 3, 4, 5, 6 at minimum. And that's 18. So we definitely do this as 2, 4. We do this as 1, 3, 5, 6 is the short version, which makes these 7, 8, 9. Which makes this a 6. We'll bring out Zach for the 60 dance. Boop, boop, ba doop. Whoop, 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 whoop. Boop, boop, ba doop. Whoop, 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 whoop. Boop, boo, doop, ba doop, boo, doop, boo, doop, boop, boo, doop, boo. Waha! Thank you, Zach. Thank you. I love that reward for the figuring this out. Is there's a 7, 8, 9, so this is a 1, 2, 3. So this is a 4, 5, and I bet I know what order they go in. And so that's a 9. Let's see. This is a 1, 2, 3. That's a 7, 8. That's not a 9. Okay, so this renbon now goes from 5, 6, 7, 8. It can't go up to 9. So in fact, it just is 5, 6, 7, 8 if you look at it, and that is a 9. Beautiful. So these down here are a 1, 3 pair, which makes this number here a low, which can only be a 2. Because were it not a 2, then it would need to be a 4, which is certainly not going to work. So these are from 7, 8, 9. There's already a 1 in this row even. Thank you. So that is a 3 and a 1, which then actually tells me that this is 1, 2, 5. So this is not 1, 2, or 5. It's not 3 either. So this is a 4 or a 6 only, which tells me that these numbers both need to be from 1, 2, 3, because you only get, this was the theme of a recent puzzle that I published, you only get 1, 4, 5, 6 on a length 3 arrow. And it's that one. So this is a naked 3, and then this is a 1 or a 2. So that's not a 3. This is at least an 8 now. For what that is worth. There is a 3 over here. Oh, right. This one can't be a 6 because now the arrow would already sum to too many. Very good spot. So that is a good point. Let's see. We do have a 7, 8, 9 triple in this column. I had not noticed where the 9 is down here, I suppose. Not up there. One of these is a 9. That's not so useful. Okay. What about this? We've used the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is from 6, 7, 8, 9. That one's not a 6. The row 9 white dot, yes. Yeah, we've got a 7 or a 9 here. Agree with that. Let's see. Yeah, I know like so many like things about like parodies and multiples of 3 business in this box, but the fact that the two of them are crisscrossed together would only be useful if I actually knew whether this was an 8 or a 9, I feel like. And I do not. There are a 1 and a 2 up here. There's a 3 up here by Sudoku. Let's see, 7 in box 5 is either in the 25 cage or on the white dot. Okay, if this is a 9, it makes this uniquely 4, 6, 7, 8, which I guess would make this exactly 1, 2. Which doesn't work, but for a reason I don't want to use. Okay, maybe I can get there if I'm willing to mark that this is 1, 2, 4, 8, or 3, 6. And argue that this is definitely not a 1, because the only spot on this Renbon that can be a 4 is this one. So this can't be a 1 or a 2. Because that would make this Renbon need to have a 4 and unable to have a 4. So that one's never a 1. So we'll accept that as a thing that seems acceptable. So the 1 in this box is not in the 25 cage is the point. So the one's, okay, this is much nicer. The one's not in the 25 cage, or sorry, the one's not in on the black dot, and it's not in the 25 cage because it would need 7, 8, 9. So it's here, which makes this a 1, 2. There we go. So this makes this a 4 because it's a black dot number with 1 or 2, which makes that go 2, 1. Why do I have a 5 on here anyway? I didn't mean to type 5. Anyway, this is 3, 6, or 4, 8, as black dots so often are. So now these sum to 28. So what is the sum of all of these numbers over here? It is 17. Is that right? Did I do that right? 28, 17 sounds right. So 4, 8 is way too big. So it's 3, 6. And so now we're doing 17 with a 9, so that's got to be an 8, which makes that a 1. And so now this is 4, 5, 7, 9. Okay, not an 8. Okay, so this is 3 or 6. So this could be, well, it can't be a 2, as previously noted. It can be a 4, 5, or 7. Those are my options. This 3, 6 does look up the column. I agree with that. One of these two cells is a 2, I see, for whatever that is worth. I see the 3 in this column point. I'm not going to use it in a 2-star puzzle, but I totally agree, and it's a very good spot. And I would use it in a puzzle that was less flowy than this one. Let's see, 7, 8. We don't quite have. That's true. We have a virtual 579 triple. That's a really good point. So yeah, one of these is a 7 or a 9. So the 5 in this is here, which actually makes this a 1, which makes that a 3. Very good sudokuing. So that is a 5 and a 2. So this is the other 6, 8 in the column, whichever one didn't go in this cage. Yeah, one of those is a 4. I don't know how much I care about that. 4 in box 7 is just here. That I do care about, at least a little bit. Let's see. 3 in box 8 is there exactly. So these are 6, 7, 8, 9. Those aren't 8. So the 8 looks crossways. These aren't 6 either, actually, because of the 3, 6. So those are 7, 9, which actually makes these a 6, 8 pair. 5 in, yeah, if I just write in this row has 5, 7, and 9 left. That one's the 7, 9, and that one's the 5. And so that one's the 7, which gives me the 9 and the 7 over here. So these are now an 8, 9 pair, which comes back over here and makes that a 7. Makes that an 8 and a 7. Makes that a 9. This isn't a 5 anymore, so it's a 4 or a 7. I don't see a 9 corner mark, which suggests I either got it or did something horrible. Row 9 needs a digit, so we need 5, 6, and 8 in here, maybe I should just say. And this one is not an 8, so it's a 6. So those are 5 and 8. No 6 there, so there's a 6 over here. Okay. I see that the 3 in this box is horizontal. So these 2 digits aren't 3. If we are to do a little bit of the forbidden art of Sudoku, these digits are known. It's probably worth pointing them out. They're 4, 5. Oh, someone in chat even said that, and then I missed it. These are from 6, 7, 8, 9 as well. That one's not 9. Right, that one's not 9, so this one's not 6, DWeb points out. I agree with that. Okay, this number is not 1, 2, 3, 4, so this number is at least 5. And it's apparently not an 8. Seems worth investigating. If this was a 7, that would be a 4, and these would be a 5, 6, which looks, in fact, okay. This is a pair of 2 and 6. Oh, very smart. There's a 6, 7, 8 triple in row 2, so that is the 6. Thank you, chat. Let's see. This Renbot is very distracting. And then I keep thinking about it and expecting it to do something, and it keeps not really doing anything. Let's see. Oh, let's see. I'm told this digit can't be very many things. It definitely doesn't have a 1 on it. I agree with that. So let's see. This can be 3. Can't be 4, 5. Can be 6. Can't be 7, 8, or 9. So yeah, I agree. This is only 3 or 6. If one of these was a 2, these would be a 2-3 pair. 2 3s in row 5. Oh, right. Okay, yeah. This would be the 2. That would be the 3. I don't quite see how it breaks. This is only from 1, 2. That sounds good. Let's see. This box needs a 1, 2, 3. We've got the 4, 5, 6. Then we need a 7, 8. Let's see. But this row has a 6, 7, 8 triple, so this is actually a 1, 2 pair, which actually looks down and makes this a 6 and a 2. So that is positive. Also, the 1, 2 pair makes this not a 1 and this not a 2. Also, now that being 3 or 8 means one of these two is a 7, which looks down and makes this a 4. Makes that a 4. Funnily enough, we know this Renbon has a 3 or 6 on it, so we have a virtual 3-6 pair. Right, there's no 3 on this Renbon is the point. In fact, once I realized there's no 3 on this Renbon, I actually know this is 4, 5, 6, 7. And so that is the 6, the 3, the 8, the 7, the 3. The 5, 7 pair making this an 8 or a 9. So that's a 5, 7, 9 triple. So this is an 8. So that's a 5 and an 8. That has become a naked 7 and a 6. This isn't 7. This isn't 8. What did I do? I mispenciled. Oh, sorry. This is an 8, 9. Sorry. And with the 8, 9, it doesn't make the nice triple that it did before. Well, it was all going so smoothly until we pointed things out. This is a 1 just by the column. Let's see. One of these two is a 1. I'm not prepared to say which one yet. In this column, we've got an 8, 9, and a 2 left to place. The 2 goes there. This is the 8, 9, and it's a 9. So we can come over here, the 6, 8, there with a 6. So this is the 6 for this Renbon because it needs 1. In this row, we've got a 5, a 7. Yeah, their typos differ by 3. Absolutely happens to me all the time. 4, 5, 7 is what we have left here, so that's a naked 5. So that's a 7. That's the 4. One of these two is a 5, so that gives me an 8 and a 5. Gives me a 7 and an 8. 9, 5, 7. 7, 9, 6, 8. 8, 6, 5. Let's see. There's a 1 over here as well as a 2, it would seem. Seems to give me this collection. Let's see. We've got a 3 in here somewhere as well as a 9. Very lovely puzzle there to 99% sneaky. Let's see. I did mention that I have to go fairly early today, but I can do one more puzzle because that one was quick. Let's do this Memek puzzle that is not a region sum line puzzle, so we will attempt to remember that. However, digits on each line sum to the same total. To be determined, digits may repeat along a line if allowed by standard rules. So the minimum possible total is 17 at least. It might even be larger than 17. But this number, can it even be 17? If it were 17, this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and these would be double 1. Oh, that doesn't work. Because that would rule 1 out of this entirely. I don't know how eager I am to use that, but if there's no 1 in this, then it's at least 20. So it's not 17. And Eden Zur points out it can't be as large as 20 because that would make these 3 cells sum to 5. So that makes it 18 or 19 only. 18 and 19 both need a 1 in 5-cell sums. So that is useful. We also need a 1 in this row. So those definitely aren't 1 because this needs a 1 on it. And these numbers can only be 1, 2, 3 because they need to sum to at most 4. That one's not a 1, which means this one can't be a 3 either because of the fact that they need to sum to at most 4. So if this is a 3, then we can go 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, and we get to 18. So if it's 18, this has to be a 3. Let's see. Close. Okay, so what's the maximum sum of these 3 cells? It's if these are 18 each, so that'd be 36. So these sum to either 7 or 9 are the only options. We know the sum's a minimum of 18. The natural way, by the way, to do this, yes, we excluded 17, and so the reason why it's not 17, and so the correct order to do this is not the way that it worked, is not the way I did it. The correct way to do it is to use, I think Eden Zur's point, that the maximum is 19 by this row. And so therefore every 5-cell sum has a 1 in it. So there's a 1 here. So the minimum sum of this line is 15 plus 2 is 17 plus this is 18. So that's what gets you to 18 or 19. I did it in some heinous way that involved the geometry of this W, but you should not do it in this heinous way that involves the geometry of this W. In my professional opinion as a sudokuer. Yeah, Rosa, I did it in some hideous way, but we won't talk about that. If the sum was 19, these would be 1, 2, 3. So these would be 4, 5, 6, 1, 3. Yeah, okay, so yeah, so 18 would make this a 3, but then the problem is that now this would need to be a 0. Yeah, so it just is 19. I agree, it's 19. If it is 19, that makes these a 1, 2, 3, meaning these are minimum 4, 5, 6. So these are maximum 1, 3, but they need to have a 1 in them, which makes that a 2. Oh, sorry, not 1, 2, 3. Sorry, I didn't do the math right. 1, 2, 4. Thank you. The maths. 1, 2, 4. Yes. So the answer is 19, by the way. Let me write that down. There we go. That will help anyone who joins in. So one of these is 3, 7, 9. Oh, I don't know about the 1 now anymore. These are minimum 3, 5, 6. Those numbers sum to 14. So I need these to sum to at most 5. So I know they're from 1, 2, 3, 4 at least, but that doesn't quite get me that they need to have a 1 in them. They have a 1 or a 2 in them. These definitely have a 3 in them. Yeah, we have a virtual 1, 2 pair across the column, I agree. So these are minimum 3, 5, 6, if you would like, because of that virtual pair. There's a 1, 2 in one of these and a 1, 2 here. So these can be minimum 3, 5, 6. And so that is 14. So this is at most a 5. Oh, and 5, because if we don't put a 5, then this is minimum 3, 6, 7, which is already 16. Which would force these to be a 1, 2 pair. I agree. Okay, so there's a 5 there. These certainly are from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because these sum to a minimum of 3. So these sum to a maximum of 16. They definitely have a 1, 2, 3, 4 in them. So these numbers are all from 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. In particular, over here, if these are minimum 11, these are maximum 8. So these are from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know that one's not a 1. These are minimum 6. So if these are minimum 6 plus 5, what's the other digit? Can be at most an 8, I guess. So there's no 9 in this side, so the 9's over here. For what limited amount that's going to get me. Not a whole lot. Right. This the outies here sum to either, or sorry, these digits are either 21 or 22. So that means that these are either exactly these cells together are exactly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. So these are always from 6, 7, 8, 9, and there's always an 8 and a 9 in there. Agree. Oh, I'm being told I can't actually put a 5 here. I think. Oh, no, I'm being told I can't put a 5 up here. Sorry, I can't put a 5 up here, because if I put a 5 up here, now these sum to a minimum of 8 plus 6, 7. Yeah, we can't do 5 and 6, I guess. Yeah, is another way to say it. So these are minimum 12, so these are maximum 7. So they need a 2 in them as well, so this isn't a 2. I think the box 2 math or box 4 math is correct, right? Okay, well, this cell's not a 3. Uh, oh, yeah, okay. And now the hideous thing from earlier works much better. If this was a 2, that would have to be a 2, and that's a problem because that now squeezes out the 2 out of this. It's because I can't use both a 5 and a 6 here, AFK. If I use both a 5 and a 6 here, then this sums to too much. This is minimum 5, 7, which is 12, which means these sum to at most 7, so they need a 2. And them needing a 2 conveniently knocks this out from being able to be 2, because it would make that 2, which gets us our first digit, which is that this is a 1. Boop-a-doop-a-doop, woo! Boop-a-doop-a-doop, woo! Boop-a-doop-a-doop, woo! Thank you, Zach. Thank you. So that places a 1 over here as well. So these are a 2-3 pair now, right? Good job to AFK for remembering that this we knew summed to a maximum of 5, which makes these 3, 5, 6, I believe. If I double check my math, because now these are 14 plus 5 is 19. These are a 7, 8, 9. There's a 3 in this sum, which makes it be 3, 7, 9 exactly. So over here in this row, we know everything that's left, which is that we've got 5, 6, and 8. Sounds good. This isn't a 1, 2, 3. That's not a 1. This is a 4, 5, 6. We only get 2 4, 5, 6s in this combo. So if this wasn't a 3, we would be there. That is true. These two cells are a 7, 9, which actually pushes a 9 down here in the column because of that corner marked 9. And these are a 1, 4. The maximum these can sum to is 11, actually, so I need these to sum to at least 8, but I guess that's not a huge problem when one of them is a 7, 8, 9. Okay, we'll come over here and we'll mark that these are 1, 2, 4. No, that's not right. Not 1, 2, sorry. 1, 4, 8. There we go. I was like, this isn't roped. I don't know what I'm doing. These are 2, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we got all of that. There's a 9 over there somewhere. Seven and 8 in column 7. Yeah, 7 and 8 is very, very good spot. So yeah, 7 and 8 can't go with the 9, because 7 plus 9 is already 16. Would only work with a 1 and a 2, but we know there's a number on here that's a minimum of 4. So yeah, we can sort of fill this in. We know there's a 9 here, so there's not a 7 or 8 here, and so, in fact, the 8 has to go here and the 7 has to go here. It's a very good spot. Okay, these numbers are now a minimum... Wait, aren't these numbers... Oh, yeah, sorry. These numbers are now a minimum of 4, 5, 9, so that is 18, so this is a 1. Gives me a 4 and a 1 over here. Yep. Gives me a 1 looking up here, so that is not a 1, and that is... so this just is a 6. Okay, so now the sum of this is a 16, so that needs to be a 2, which places that 2. No 6 over there, no 6 over there. Okay, and so now these 5, 8 is now... Oh, sorry, no, 5. There is a 5 here. Oh, I should just do this line, right? This is now 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's no 6s here. Oh, right. This needs a 7. And it better not be 7, 8. Right. But just by Sudoku, there's a 7 on it. So it's got to be 5, 7, which is 12, which means I need this to be a 4, making that a 3. Making this an 8, 9 pair. Making that an 8 and that a 4. Let's see. Sven in box 1 is trying to tell me about this 2. And the fact that these sum to 11, so therefore these sum to 8, which must be 1 and 7, the minimum of each of those cells. No 3 there. Sven in box 2 tells you to like the stream. Yes, absolutely. Please do like the stream. We greatly appreciate those of you who do that for us. And consider subscribing if you're not subscribed already. Although, unlike all other YouTubers, actually most people who watch do subscribe. So thank you all for being a high subscriber group. Let's see. These numbers need to add to 12, I am being reliably informed, and they're not 5, 7, or 4, 8, so they better be 3, 9. Which I see is going to push the 9 down into this column. Box 6 has a hidden 2, 4 pair, which is resolved. And then a 3, 5 pair, which isn't. So the minimum sum of these is 8 plus 3 plus 4, which is 15. So this number is at most 4, which funnily enough uniquely determines it as a 3, which makes that also a 3. Makes that a 9 and an 8 to make that work. Very nice. By the way, this is, I think, the first Memek puzzle on the stream, but this has been delightful. This is about the cap for how much math I want to do in a min-max puzzle, but this has been certainly within that threshold and has been very nice. Let's see. These are 2 something something something. 2, 6, 7. Sure. Let's see, no 3 over there. There's an 8 down here somewhere of unknown description. These are, funnily enough, 6, 7, 8, 9, and that one's the 9. Just by Sudoku. So these are 6, 7, 8. That one's not a 7. This is a 5. Making these a 6 and 8, I believe. Laura has found the hidden 4 in this column. Agree. Thank you, Laura. Let's see. That has become a 5, 6, 7, 5, 9, 5, 7. 9, 3, 7. 9. 9. No 5s over there, no 9 over there. Okay, and now now we probably paint the world with pencil marks and hope. Okay, so with no 8, this line would be kept at 5, 6, 7, which is only 18, because it doesn't have a 9 on it. So it needs an 8, and that 8 goes here. So now we need these other 2 digits to sum to 11. So neither of these can be 2 or 1. 3 would need to go with an 8. So it's either 4, 7, which doesn't work either, or 5, 6, which is what it has to be. And so we can do our remaining sudokuage. Which is, I suppose, something like a hermitage. 4. Oops, I typed the wrong number. Sorry, that one's the 4. That one's the 7. And 2. Lovely, lovely puzzle there. I quite enjoyed that one. It's always a little tricky to do these puzzles where it's like, it is going to have 1 total for all the lines, and it feels like the puzzle's almost over when you figure out what that total is. But this one being sort of a 2-star-ish kind of thing made that sort of like, it felt like about a third of the puzzle was figuring out exactly what the total was, and the geometry there was quite neat, and then the rest of it just sort of resolved from there. So quite a neat execution. All right, I do, as I mentioned, need to end stream a little bit early today, so do look forward, though, to all of the assorted things going on the rest of the channel through the week. So check in the Artisan of Glimeth, particularly those of you who are pencil puzzle aficionados. I think you will really like some of the Artisan of Glimeth stuff, particularly if you've always been sort of interested in pencil puzzles but haven't ever quite been able to get into them because they're kind of a little bit difficult to get into. I think you'd really enjoy either watching me play the game or playing the game yourself. I'd be just as happy with that. I mean, technically, you should play it yourself and also watch me play it. That would be even better. But anyway, I'd recommend that if you're interested. It sort of starts out as kind of Philomeno, but it gets basically every pencil puzzle genre that you can do with region division. So you get some yin yang, you get some shikaku, you get some etc., etc., etc. You get lots of kinds of things. So anyway, huge thank you to everyone. If you want to support the stream, again, you can click the join button down below. We greatly appreciate those of you who do that. And also I want to thank the Turbines, the people who support at the top level: Daniel, David, Franco, Nell, Nordy, Plonktime, and ELSF. Thank you so much. Thanks for the bits earlier to Josh, or whatever YouTube calls bits. I think YouTube calls them not bits. But anyway, thank you all, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.